Hello, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome back to Cricket Happenings this on a Saturday. And on this particular cricket show, the Indian Premier League 2018 saw two matches being the weekend. So the 35th match, which was being played between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and Chennai Super Kings, was a very low scoring affair with Royal Challengers Bangalore restricted to 127 for 9, especially by a bowler, by a player who has not done much in this IPL, and he was none other than Ravindra Jadeja, who he was not done well with the bat, but with the ball he has not been given a lot of trundles. But today Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain, showed immense faith in Ravindra Jadeja, pressed him onto service, bowled his entire quota, and look at the result after the power play overs. He was the one who turned the Royal Challenge, really put the Royal Challengers Bangalore innings into a tailspin when he got those big wickets of Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, ended up with figures of 3 for 18 and very justifiably took the Man of the Match award in with Chennai Super Kings finishing at 128 for 4. So basically they're winning by 6 wickets, and Royal Challengers Bangalore struggle in the Indian Premier League 2018 once again continued. Now, as far as the next match is concerned, we are talking about the 36th match that happened. It was between Delhi Daredevils and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Delhi Daredevils batted first after winning the toss, put on 163 for 5 on the board, but Sunrisers Hyderabad were equal to the challenge, and even though the match went down to the wire with the final over being bowled, Sunrisers Hyderabad managed to clinch victory with just one ball remaining, which I'll be talking about. Rashid Khan bowled well in this particular match. So it was basically something that I would say a Saturday where in the IPL it was the spinners who dominated. Well, so these are the two matches, and then we'll have a sneak peek at some cricket news. So let's start off the game today here in Cricket Happenings by first talking about the 35th match, which was one of the interesting matches that happened. One was looking forward to this clash because it's Royal Challengers versus Chennai Super Kings. This was played at the Pune Cricket Ground. The toss was good to win. Chennai Super Kings won the toss and inserted the Royal Challengers Bangalore to bat first. Well, Royal Challengers Bangalore got off to a breezy start. There was only one man who really played well for Royal Challengers Bangalore at the top, and was none other than Parthiv Patel, who was pinging the boundaries, played a wonderful knock of 53 of just 41 deliveries, which included 5 fours and 2 sixes. And once again, Brendan McCullum, definitely this year, his IPL has not been good. He has once again struggled. In fact, Lungi Gidi and David Willey was into the team today, and Shardul Thakur. David Willey bowled a good line. Gidi also bowled a good line, and but runs were coming thanks to Parthiv Patel smashing the ball all across the park. He was looking in some very good touch here, and then Gidi dismissed Brendan McCullum for 3 balls with 1 4, and Parthiv Patel was doing well. He was doing a good job. Now the score had reached 47 thanks to Parthiv Patel doing the bulk of the scoring there as the RCB captain Virat Kohli entered the scene. Well, Mahendra Singh Dhoni waited till the power play. As soon as the power play was over, he brought Jadeja into the attack. Now Jadeja has not been seen much in this IPL, but today Dhoni gave the ball to Jadeja, and immediately Jadeja struck. What a delivery from Jadeja, and to dismiss Virat Kohli was a real beauty. It was the left arm spinner's arm ball, as we call it, the stock delivery, the one which went in straight. Virat Kohli made room for himself to actually have a cut at the ball, trying to cut the ball But Jadeja is someone who really skids the ball, and that's what precisely happened. The ball went in with the arm and went on to dislodge the stumps of Virat Kohli, and that was a big wicket for Jadeja and Chennai Super Kings. So Kohli was gone, bowled Jadeja for 8, and after that Harbhajan Singh in fact picked up the wicket of A.B. de Villiers by getting him stumped with a smart piece of bowling by Dhoni, and so that he was gone for 1, and then that the score read 56 for 3, and Jadeja once again back into business as he took the wicket. One more wicket now he took, and that was the wicket of Mandeep Singh. He picked up the wicket of Mandeep Singh as well, caught by Willie for 7. Grand home was dismissed by Willie for 8 of 8 balls. Parthiv Patel, as I said, he was the one who was the major contributor with the 50. M. Vashwin was a victim of Harbhajan Singh, and suddenly this Royal Challengers Bangalore innings was really into a shambles as Jadeja and Harbhajan Singh operating from one end, and then Dhoni deciding to bowl them out totally. It was a very good move because both were really doing a fine job. Look at the bowling figures. Ravindra Jadeja, 4 overs, no maidens. He had 2 wickets for 18 runs. And Harbhajan Singh, 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 22, I reckon. 2 for 22. Jadeja had 3 for 18 and Harbhajan Singh had 2 for 22. Totally derailing Royal Challengers Bangalore hopes there. But Saudi biffed an unbeaten 36 towards the end of 26 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6. Umesh Yadav run out 1, Siraj run out 3. And finally, the RCB had to be content with a total of 127 for 9. Never a good score on this particular wicket in Pune, as we all know. Willie 1 for 24, Langi Gidi 1 for 24, Shardul Thakur was costly 2 was none for 19. As I said, Jadeja and Harbhajan Singh were the heroes, no doubt about it. And Wayne Bravo had 2 was none for 17. In fact, looking at the card, I would say that there was a bit of an error. Actually, the wicket, Jadeja picked up 3 wickets. He picked up Parthiv Patel's wicket as well, when Parthiv Patel actually hit back to him, and he was very well caught by Jadeja. Another very good catch taken by Jadeja. Jadeja is someone who is known for his fielding, and today he definitely showed us why. And Wayne Bravo 2 overs none for 17. Now Chennai Super Kings were given a target of 128 runs to win from 20 overs. They lost Shane Watson. What a delivery from Umesh Yadav, coming in, bursting in at really fiery pace there, as Watson lost his stumps to Yadav for 11 of 14 deliveries, 2 fours. That is wicket number 1. Raidu and Raina joined hands, and Raidu continued his pyrotechnics. He was hitting the ball well as that was happening. Suresh Raina, after making 25-21, fell to a victim once again of Umesh Yadav. Ambati Raidu's contribution was 32 of 25 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. Shori was playing today. He was playing his first game. He was out for 8 for grand home of 9 balls with 1 6. And then finally, with the score an 80 for 4, nothing to really worry about. Mahendra Singh Dhoni walked in, and he made sure that there was nothing to worry, as he clumped Yuzvendra Chahal, the leggy, for 3 sixes in one single over to settle matters. And finally, the result was there for everyone to see, as Chennai Super Kings won the match comfortably by 6 wickets. Dhoni remained not out on 31 of 23 deliveries, which included 1 4 and 3 sixes. Bravo was not on 14 of 17 with 1 6. Game over, and Chennai Super Kings were the victors. The bowling, Saudi, 3 overs none for 30, was a bit costly. Chahal, till such time Dhoni came onto the scene, he was good. But once Dhoni came, his figures were rearranged. 3 overs, 1 made and none for 29 for Yuzvendra Chahal. Umesh Yadav, 3 overs, 2 for 15, packed bowled with lots of pace, which was good to see. Siraj, 2 overs, none for 18. Granholm, 4 overs, 1 for 16. And Ashwin bowled 3 overs, 1 for 17. And Ravindra Jadeja, very rightly, was named man of the match. And I'm sure Ravindra Jadeja would have been very happy with this effort. He really turned out to be a star performer here today against the RCB by picking up the big wickets. Well, so that is as far as so as I said, RCB's woes in the Indian Premier League once again continuing. Now let's get on to the 36th match of the Indian Premier League 2018. We are talking about the game which happened between Delhi Daredevils and Sunrisers Hyderabad. A good toss to win. Delhi Daredevils Shreyas Iyer decided that his wards would bat first. Well, definitely one has to say that Prithvi Shaw, the youngster, today Prithvi Shaw opened with Glenn Maxwell, but Maxwell was run out for 2. But what a knock from Prithvi Shaw. Absolutely stunning knock. I mean, as I said, he's someone who makes batting look very, very easy, and that's what he was precisely doing. He had absolutely no problem handling the pace bowlers, whether it was Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and what a six by Prithvi Shaw when he smacked Sandeep Sharma for a magnificent six, one could say. And for him there was no problem. I mean, he played everyone very well, and he was the one who really started it all after Maxwell's dismissal. After Maxwell's dismissal, the tempo of scoring was picked up because of Prithvi Shaw's batting at one end. At the other end it was Shreyas Iyer, and as you know, Shreyas Iyer is also a very aggressive bloke, aggressive captain as well, and both were really pinching boundaries and sixes at absolute will, as this partnership was a very crucial one, which added 86 runs to the good in 10 overs with the bowling of Shakib Al Hasan. No one was really spared, one could say, when Prithvi Shaw was batting. Prithvi Shaw's contributed 65, but he fell a victim to the leg spin bowling of Rashid Khan when he was caught by call after making a very good spanking 65 of just 36 deliveries, which included 6 fours and 3 glorious sixes. Shreyas Iyer made 44 of 36, 3 fours and 2 sixes. Pant was really kept quiet. There was a real game plan involved when Rishabh Pant was at the wicket, and one knows that he's someone who likes to go on the offside and flick it through the onside. That's what he normally does. But today there was a sort of a ploy that was deployed to actually contain Rishabh Pant, who has been having a strike rate of 180 in this IPL. But today the spinners also bowled very well to him, not allowing him to free his arms at all, and they really bowled a good line which prevented Pant from really taking off. And finally, in a bit of frustration as to not getting runs, Rishabh Pant once again went down the offside, but Rashid Khan was pretty quick quick with his delivery. As you know, he's someone, today one read that the commentator Sanjay Manjrekar has said, the former player said that he has not seen any leg spinner. Actually, one knows that a googly is always bowled from the back of a hand, but he says that Rashid Khan has the ability to bowl even leg spin from the back of a hand, and that is a sort of a real rare art, and that is something that Rashid Khan, I'm sure, he's going to befuddle a lot of opposing batsmen in this world. What a sort of skill that Rashid Khan possesses. And Rishabh Pant was a victim as he got the ball to skid in, and he trapped him LBW for 18 of 19 balls with 1-4. Naman Oja was run out for 1. Vijay Shankar did a bit of spanking, 23 unbeaten runs of 13 balls. Christian was not out on 7, and Delhi Daredevils reached a score of 163 for 5. Now, as far as looking at the bowling card here, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, 4 overs, none for 33, was costly by his standards. Sandeep Sharma, 4 overs, none for 35, also costly. Shakib Al Hasan had 34 taken off his 4. Siddharth Kaul, 1 for 37. Rashid Khan was the only bowler who bowled with a semblance of respectability. 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 23. Now, Sunrisers Hyderabad were given a target of 164 runs to win from their 20 overs, and they started off in right earnest. They were not the ones to really, take a back seat and just wait. This was a modest score, but Alex Hales was simply in his element. At the other end, Shikhar Dhawan was doing a good job, and they had put up a 76-run partnership in 9 overs, which was a pretty good going. And looking at the way Alex Hales played, he hit some wonderful sixes. He went after the bowling of Avesh Khan. Avesh Khan, the pace bowler, was very guilty today. Normally his short stuff is very good. He bowled short of length deliveries, but today his short deliveries were easy meat for Alex Hales as he pulled him for some wonderful sixes. In fact, he pulled him for 3 sixes. In fact, he hit 3 sixes in one single over of Avesh Khan, whose bowling was a bit awry today. They were ending up into full tosses, so he could not really get his line right. And Avesh Khan, one feels that he's a bit offline. He has good pace, but one is seeing that he's not able to get a real handle on the batsman. Alex Hales was made 45 of 31 deliveries, 3 fours and 3 sixes. Dhawan's contribution, 33 of 30 balls, 2 fours, 1 6, and both were victims in identical fashion of the bowling of Mishra, when both were clean bowled by Mishra. And Manish Pandey and Williamson then slowly, after 86 for 2, when the score was in the 11th over, Williamson and Manish Pandey tried to stay at the wicket, not taking any risks, and just nurdling the balls into the gaps and being content with ones and twos. But then Manish Pandey's wicket threw the game into a bit of strife for Sunrisers Hyderabad, when Manish Pandey was out in the 18th over with the score on 132, as the big hitter Yusuf Pathan walked in to join his captain Kane Williamson at the other end. And Yusuf Pathan went in, and he decided that he's going to show his real strokes here, as he started smashing the bowlers. In fact, he hit one wonderful 6 of the bowling of Trent Boult, which was pretty good to see. And also, he also hit a few other 6s of Daniel Christian as well. And Yusuf Pathan's arrival, at that time the score read in the 18th over was when Pandey left. So basically there were only 13 balls, and Yusuf Pathan was the one who made the maximum use of it. And I would say he saw to it that this team, that is this particular team, Sunrisers Hyderabad, will remain on top of the IPL 2018 in point standings, as he gave them a victory by 7 wickets by smashing an unbeaten 27 of just 12 deliveries, which included 2 fours and 2 sixes. And Kane Williamson was not out on 32 of 30 deliveries with a solitary 6. Now, looking at the bowling from the Delhi Daredevils bowlers, looking at it, Trent bowled 4 overs, none for 30. Avesh Khan was very, very costly. His 3 overs was smashed for 47 with no wickets. Glenn Maxwell bowled 1 over. It was a sort of a surprise that Glenn Maxwell was not given a trundle later after bowling 1 over for 4 runs. Plunkett 4 overs, 1 for 27, did a good job. Amish Mishra was the most impressive, 4 overs, 2 for 19. Daniel Christian, along with Avesh Khan, was guilty of bowling a lot of loose stuff. 3.5 overs, no maiden, none for 37. And Rashid Khan, the leggy, took away the Player of the Match award. Well, dear fans and subscribers, as I said, there's not much time to really dwell. If at all you want to really want to see me chatting more on cricket or writing more on cricket, then please go to my Twitter page. I'm on Twitter as well. You can look at what I really write in on Twitter when I start tweeting. Well, dear fans and subscribers, a pleasure bringing you this daily cricket show of mine. Hope you all enjoyed this cricket broadcast of mine. And tomorrow the matches that are coming up are very, very crucial matches. Mumbai Indians have to keep up the tempo of keeping up the winning habit lest it's going to get too late. So Kolkata Knight Riders are clashing with the Mumbai Indians. The Kings of Punjab are taking on the Rajasthan Royals. So that's the situation. Well, dear fans and subscribers, once again, it's about time for me to call it quits today, and it's good night from here. Thank you.